My name is Pam Medeiros, and I've been coming about 6 months.
I thought I'd only been coming 2 months. Sandy Nelson is my name. But I think I've been coming 3 or 4 months. And
Time flies when you're having fun.
When you're having fun.
Right.
How has Connect Church impacted your life?
Since I lost my daughter at 36, I was a little bit mad at God, so I didn't come to church for about 4 years.
Okay.
And since I've been coming, I can feel the Spirit. I know that I'm in the place I'm supposed to be. I don't sing in public, and I wasn't here for 2 minutes, and I was just singing like I've never sang before in my life. So
That's cool.
I felt the calmness, I felt the Spirit, and I knew that I was in the place I was supposed to be.
I haven't been in a church since I was 7 years old. And when I did go, my parents sent me. I was so excited when I read that there was going to be a baptism. And so now I'm really a part of God's
So you
family.
said yes to Jesus, and then a few days later you were baptized here on
Yes.
April 30th.
April 30th, yes. I had the water on my head and everything. The impact that it's had on me is I now find myself stopping and thinking before I do or say anything, where before it was just, I said what I thought. I didn't care if I hurt someone's feelings. I try not to be judgmental. That's a hard one, but I'm very aware of it when other people are. So I stop and think now before I do and I say. And I think that's because I come here and I know that that's what He wants me to do.
101 recently and became a member of the church. What's the church mean to you?
It's so beautiful to come to a place that you're so accepted, and everyone is so nice and they treat you like family. Like, I've never been to a church where there's so many hugs and loving, and it's just wonderful to be here. So I'm with her. I've changed a lot of my thinking, I walk away from situations that are not healthy for me, and I've never done that before. I'm so aware of what the Lord wants for me as opposed to just what I want.
What are a couple things you enjoy most about the church?
I think, again, just the fellowship and knowing that I can go to classes and knowing that I can go to 101. No one ever had a class and then said, join our church. It was just how many people say, yes, join the church. And this was so enlightening. Like, I knew exactly what the church expected of me, and I knew what I wanted to give to the church.
Sandy, what's Connect Church mean to you these days?
It's a safe haven for me. And I know I can come here and find people that give me a hug because they love me. And they don't really know me, but they hug me anyway. That's new for me because I'm not a hugger. I am now, It's like I have a mission now. I have a mission to be one of God's missionaries and say to someone, why don't you come to church with me?
We're glad you guys are here. As we say around here, every number has a name. Every name has a story. And every story matters to God. And your stories matter to God and matter to us. We're glad you're here. So thank you for being part of Connect Church.
My name is Sherry Hadama, and
Now wait a minute, how do you spell your last name? Because it's not phonetically.
No, it's not. It's Jarama. So I brought my daughter to Vacation Bible School, and she absolutely fell in love with the program and begged me to come back. And so we kept coming, and she's like, can we try church there? And I said, sure, of course. We had been looking for a church for some time. So
What's been some of the impact over these last 2 years that Connect Church has had on your life or on your family?
I feel that I've just had so many blessings come into my life since coming to Connect Church. I feel a stronger connection with God, and I made great friends and reconnected with some old ones, and it's helped my marriage. It's helped us. I feel like I've been blessed financially. I've just had endless blessings. We just love it.
Does your daughter still enjoy coming?
Yes, she does. She does. She feels like she's made friends, and it's the first church here in Arizona that she has really enjoyed coming to and wants to keep coming back to every week. I even see her independently taking out the Bible and reading it on her own. So.
Really? Well, that's got to make a mother smile.
Yes.
Now, you're involved in a pretty fun small group.
Yes.
And what are some of the things you enjoy about your small group?
I just feel it's kind of like a second family. I don't have any family here in Arizona, so it's nice to have a group of people that you can count on and that you can talk to. And some of my best friends are in the group, so it makes it fun for me to look forward to that every time we have a small group. So.
Some of the people who are watching this video right now paid the price both personally and financially to keep this church going. What would you like to say to them for being?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all you've done to keep it going. I've been searching for years for a church, and some were too big, some were too small, and some were too, if you can believe it, racist or political, and this one I feel is just right.
I kind of grew up in the church. My grandparents were longtime members of the church for about 30 years. My parents divorced about when I was in 3rd grade, and I lived with my mom ever since I was up until 8th grade. I started becoming re-involved with the church again just about 2 years ago when I was invited to a youth group by Stacy and Dave. And since then, I've basically grown closer and closer, and here I am now, about a year and a half later, completely changed from who I was.
Last summer, you went to the children's camp and served as like a counselor or some chaperone or something, right? What was that experience like for you?
That was a really awesome experience for me because I got to see all these kids basically grow through the Lord, and seeing them just suddenly grow and change and adapt right before my eyes, and knowing I was influencing that was like a huge buffer for me and myself and through my faith through Christ. And then just like 2 or 3 months after that, I saw 3 of those kids get baptized, which was an amazing experience.
Oh, fantastic. You've been playing on the worship team. What's that experience been like for you?
For me, it's very unique in how I view it, because when I'm up on stage, I feel like a huge essence within inside of me, reaching out and connecting to every single person within the room. And I've played at a couple youth rallies too, and then just seeing the bondage connect is really an amazing experience, and it's really hard to describe. I just feel that warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
You feel kind of like you're doing what God's wired you to do?
Yeah, basically.
My name is Russ Goggin, and I have been a member of the church for a number of years. And I was at probably the lowest point in my life and really had no place to turn. Through the church, my life has done a complete transformation. I want to thank the church for all their help and support. I came to the church at the lowest point of my life, and the church has been there for me, and I can't thank them enough.
What are some of the things, without going into too much detail, that you've experienced in the last year, and where are you today?
Well, over the past year, I suffered with some addiction problems, some anger issues, some frustration issues. Did about a year at the Phoenix Rescue Mission in one of their programs. Did a number of things for me, rejuvenated my relationship with the Lord. Got me clean, got me off the medications, the prescriptions. And I've had a chance to refocus my life on the Lord. Since leaving the mission, I've gotten a nice job with Home Depot, RLC, which is the Reverse Liquidation Center. I've got myself a new apartment, which is nice, living on my own again. So my complete transformation has come full circle, I think.
You're wearing a great smile these days. We're glad to see that.
Because of you, my life has been transformed and it's been blessed beyond belief. If it hadn't been for the people of this church, I don't know where I would be today. Not only that, the Lord has blessed me and His mercy and His grace. I'm just so blessed.
I'm Yolanda Martin. I came to Connect Church about 6 months ago. I seen it online and I was looking for it. Actually, I was looking for a Baptist church, but you came up and I decided to come in and just check out, see what it was like. I've been to a lot of different churches, and this is the first church where I actually was welcomed in. I didn't feel pressured. I didn't feel like I was on parade when I came. So that, you know, opened my eyes to come back. Also, my children get to come and enjoy and be with other kids, and they don't feel like they have to stay still so much.
Yeah.
So that helps. You know, I've invited several people, and it's become a big part. I make sure I don't miss a Sunday now, because before I felt like it was a pressure to go and a pressure to give and a pressure to just, everything was a task with church. And I've been going to church since I was a baby. I started with Catholic and went on and on and on with different, trying to just find where I belong. And I think I finally found that, so I'm excited.
Well, in these 6 months, what's been the impact of Connect Church on you or your family or your marriage or your children?
One of the biggest things was my children. I was looking for something because I felt like they needed to know Jesus. And all these years I've been going to church, and I never learned anything about Jesus until I came here. I did all kinds of Bible studies. There wasn't a teaching. There was just, this is what it is. And when I came here, I learned a lot about what the Bible is. Instead of just listening, I got to start looking into the Bible and learning that. And I wanted that for my kids also. And they've gotten a big part of that with Awana as well, and just coming every Sunday.
So they come to Awana?
They come to Awana. They come to little things, groups you have, just anything to get them, and they're excited about it, which when I was younger, it wasn't exciting for me because I was getting made to go. But my kids want to come, and that opened my eyes to, okay, I'm definitely in the right spot. So.
Well, you're aware that this church came through a tough time a couple years ago, and there are some folks who are watching this video this morning who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to keep this church going financially, as well as their efforts and their prayers. What would you like to say to them this morning?
I just want to say thank you for making Connect Church a home, somewhere where I can feel comfortable and come and feel okay coming, and that I can welcome others, you know, to come to. So I just thank you so much for everything you do to make it successful.